Happy Victory Thursday. The Sabres off to a strong start in the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs, beating Montreal last night 4-2. Ahead of Game 2 tomorrow night, there is a special pep rally planned tomorrow morning, and it will be broadcast to a national audience live on Good Morning America. GMA's Rhiannon Alley will be here live at the Sabres pep rally tomorrow morning, but she is live here with us tonight to talk more about it. It's great to have you here. Thanks for coming in.
It's my first time in Buffalo.
First time.
Very first time. I've always heard what an amazing sports town Buffalo is, and I've only been here for about an hour and a half, and I have to tell you, I've already ran into Sabres fans, and wow, they're intense. Their loyalty is infectious.
And you've been to a lot of cities, I mean, covering different things, not just with the NHL, but, you know, baseball towns, football towns. This is a special place. We waited a long time for the Sabres to be back in the playoffs. There is going to be no shortage of excitement tomorrow morning, I know, at this pep rally. What can you tell us about what the entire country will be able to witness?
Well, I think that's what we want to showcase, because we've all heard of Bills Mafia, of course. The whole country knows how intense football fans are here in Buffalo. But tomorrow morning we get to show off the Sabres and get to show how intense the hockey fans are as well. And I'm excited to share that with the entire country, because I didn't even know how strong it was. And I saw you guys hadn't been in the playoffs in 14 years, which is a long stretch, and you're making up for it now. Wow, that first Game 1 was incredible. And then Game 2 tomorrow night. People were doing shots already at the bars earlier today. I said, there's not a game today. Why are you already celebrating? And they said, because we know this is our time. Yeah,
I just got back from vacation. I was in Cabo, Mexico, and I was at the airport in Cabo wearing my Sabres shirt and got stopped by about half a dozen people, because Sabres fans are everywhere, right?
They're everywhere.
And they're an easy team to root for if you don't have your own team. And I imagine that's what a lot of the audience will feel tomorrow morning. You're going to have some special guests and things that we can see?
Yes, the mascot will be there. I'm excited. We're going to also showcase, we have some special props. I don't want to give away too much, but we have some of the most energetic Sabres fans coming tomorrow morning. So I'm excited to see what they bring, because on Good Morning America, we're all about energy. And again, we're showing the whole country what Buffalo brings. And I know they're going to bring it tomorrow morning. It's going to be fun.
Absolutely. We will all be watching. One of the other things we've really enjoyed watching on GMA, and this has been going almost back a year now, is the 50 states in 50 days, or 50 weeks, leading up, of course, to July 4th and the 250th birthday of America. The New York segment was actually here at Niagara Falls, which was pretty cool. But you've been to a bunch of different spots, including Milton, West Virginia, near my hometown, by the way, where you did the glass. I love that segment. Tell me about why GMA finds it so important to do this sort of celebration of the country leading up to this big moment.
Listen, we are all about celebrating at GMA and celebrating the country's 250th birthday by showcasing each state and what makes that state special. And what's really unique about this series, what I really love about it, yes, we're showcasing things like Niagara Falls. How can you come to New York and not show off Niagara Falls? But we're also showing some of the other things that are special. Like, there I am riding a roller coaster by myself on live television. That was for the state of Connecticut. I was at one of the country's oldest amusement parks, which was so much fun. Also, I did glass blowing near your hometown. Have you been glass blowing?
Oh, I've been to the Milton glass blowing. Absolutely,
yes. Okay, so we had a great time doing that. I have the vase at home. And then I went on a lobster boat in Maine with Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus. That was really fun. That was
there it is, right there.
Maine. There it is. So it's just really fun to show the country a different side to these states that you wouldn't normally see. We all know, you know, the typical things that each state's known for, but we're celebrating some of the other things that you might not have heard of.
And I know, especially as we get really close to July 4th, there's a lot of big stuff happening on GMA and so many events happening around the country. We are so happy to have you here. Can't wait to see the excitement on Good Morning America tomorrow. Rhiannon Alley, of course, you see her each morning here on GMA. Thanks for coming in studio. Good to see you.
Thanks for having me, and I hope everyone watches tomorrow morning. We're going to have so much fun.
We absolutely will. All right.